Hello, this is Uncle Jim, and my son came back from the thrift store, and his mama comes in and says James bought a big box of magazines. And yeah, I'm like, magazines? What kind of magazines? And she goes, oh, I think they're mostly gun magazines. And I'm like, gun magazines? What do we need with gun magazines? And so a little while later, my son comes in, and he walks in with this. A foof! How cool is that? 1973, all right? And it's got the whole thing about the movie in here. And so there's Clint. My son wants to frame this one. But I'm glad he had good taste and got the old stuff, where we can look through the ads. And they got German helmets in here for $3 and all kinds of stuff. The back page is messed up, but that's okay for framing. Let's see, the ads are so much fun. Gun magazines, they're full of ads. But if they're from the early 70s or late 60s, they're fun to read. There's good old G96 with the old cap back in 73. All right. What else? I marked another one in here. Let's see, there's Lee. Okay, here's Lee in 73. That rhymes. Probably out of focus, aren't we? All right, there's Lee in 73. Almost $9 for a mold. Oof, that seems kind of expensive for then. Save 90%. Okay, a little cheaper here. $6.20, $5. Cost to reload a box, 60 cents. Anyway, I can't cover all this stuff, but well, this one's got to be careful with this one. This one's going in a frame. All right. So, also, let's see, there's some Western and some treasure hunting in Utah. There's for Preacher with his metal detector. All right. And we should get a good metal detector because around here was historic. So it's from the 1800s. It's probably a lot of good coinage and stuff. We got Injun blood. And there's lots of good stories in here. Okay. So this is good bathroom reading books. All right. Lots of good stories. There's another one. Oh, yes. Injun blood. So he paid $3 for a big box. There should be some good stories in here. All right. And pictures. All right. So let's see. This is 82. And there's the Swenson's 1911. And a bunch of different stuff. These go back to, so far, I think 69, something like that. This is 82. There's the original Charter Arms. That's what I learned to shoot on as a kid, this 22 that you can put in the stock and let it float down the river. That was the first gun I ever shot, and they showed me how to shoot on. Reloading, this should be interesting, yes. Basic tools. Look at that. Anyway, oh, I have one of these. See right there? I have one of these aim points, and it still works beautiful. I had to figure out what battery to use, and I figured out you just take the outer skin off of a regular 123, and it works perfectly, and it's very accurate, and it's just got a small tube on it. I don't have the eyepiece, but it looks like that. Oh, it's on a Contender. What do you know? No, that's a smaller thing. Okay. Anyway, I won't bore you, but here I was like, what are you doing bringing home, you know, is that a Model 19? I have this gun. Anyway, not that engraved. What was I saying? Went brain dead again. So anyway, good reading. Here I was thinking he brought home a bunch of 80s or 90s gun magazine, which are pretty boring. But when you get down to the 70s, then it gets really interesting, especially with the ads and the articles in here and the reloading. And I forget what my son said. He said, this was when America was good. That's what he said. All right. So should be some interesting reading in here. I found an old holster safari selection in one of these, and I haven't even gone through these yet. So boy, they really like to pimp their rides. Yeah, and I remember these days. So should be interesting. And I'll throw in a commercial or some you know, segment each time from in a video, you know, just something. If I find something cool, this is brought to you by so-and-so. All right. So anyway, I thought you might find that interesting. This is the one that really got me. I wish it was a little better condition without the sticker, but hey, we'll take it. Should be good reading. All right, and then there's some Western Times or some other, another kind of Western thing with a lot of stories. And so, pretty cool. So he paid $3 for a huge box, and they're all stacked really tight, standing up. So, Centennial. But what's funny is the ads and the prices and all the little articles in here that are more fascinating. Oh my gosh. Okay, oh my gosh, now I know. I have this Browning High Power with this Bowmar rail on it, and now I know. It was done for Bullseye. And there it is. I gotta mark this page. Wow, the Fast Draw Rib. Oh my gosh. And look at that knife. This is gonna be some fun reading, boys. And there's surplus guns and everything in here. I have this gun. Exactly. Some Smith did it, has a great trigger, and it's exactly like that. It's a T-Series, the cream of the crop, and I'm like, who butchered a T-Series? And now we know, because they didn't care back then. This was the original Wonder 9, and they were good shooters, and wow, I gotta mark that. See, this is fun. It was worth $3 a box. Okay, so I'll never doubt the boy again. Ever. There's a lot of pellet guns and stuff in here too. The 22 black powder breech loader is born. Anyway, I thought you guys might, oh, that's Blackhawk. Anyways, I thought you guys would dig this, and most of these are 70s. Okay, there's Safariland. I have this holster here. It actually works quite well. No straps, nothing. Hangs upside down under your arm. It works really well. I like it. And it doesn't fall out. It's old school. You won't see that. There's my rail again. Wow. All right. And there's a few pocket gun type deals. Look at that. Good thing we have better pocket guns these days, because they sucked back in the day. They weren't very reliable. I went through I had an old CZ. I think it was a 32 little pocket pistol. You know, kind of a copy of the Browning. There's the Bowmar again. Well, I know that's dated about correct. All right. Until next time. Oh, for you cowboy black powder guys, there you go. Thanks for watching.